Amanda joins us. Amanda, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, how are you?
I am living the dream, Amanda. What's going on today?
So I was calling in to ask you, I'm thinking about where I need to go next because I've changed my career and I'm just kind of floating right now. I don't really know what the next step is for me.
Okay.
I'm considering like 3 basic career paths, and they're all going to require very different education.
Okay.
So I just don't know how to narrow it down and how to decide which one is the one that I should really
Okay,
go
great.
for.
I love it. All right, let's start with quickly listing out all 3 options. What's option number 1?
Human resources.
Okay, what's option number 2?
Something in the mental health field, probably counseling.
Okay, and number 3?
This one's probably going to be more of like a side thing to do much later on, but something in like real estate and property ownership or house flipping or decorating.
Got it. Which of those 2? Is it both? Is it owning your own property, or is it decorating for others, or is it being a real estate agent? Can you be more specific? And have some fun with this.
I think it would be, I think it would probably be being a landlord, like buying properties, making them suitable for rentals and then renting them out.
Because that involves 2 of the 3 things there. That involves you decorating, making it look nice so that people want to rent your property, right?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just real quick, if I guaranteed you success in all 3 of these things, you could not fail. So it was just step into it and rock it. But you could only choose one. Which one would you choose and why? And don't think, feel, go.
Oh, see, I've been thinking about it for a while now.
I know,
so
and I want you to stop.
Not think about it.
Listen, stop thinking about it. I'm going to ask the question again, and I want you to not worry about being right or wrong. This is not a right or wrong situation, Amanda. You got to trust me on this. We want your heart to speak right now. Now, I give you any one of those 3, but you must choose one. Guaranteed success, no failure at all. Which one would you choose? Say it right now.
It would probably be the mental health field.
Tell me why. And I want you to be very vulnerable if it takes that. I want you to tell me why that's your top choice.
So back when I was like late elementary school, I had already picked that. I thought that I wanted to be a counselor when I grew up. Wow. And then late in high school, I changed my mind.
Why?
So
Why?
Why did I change my mind?
Yes, why?
I felt like I could do more good if I was in a classroom. So I got a degree in education and then realized that the things, after I got the degree, the things that were most important to me were not going to make me a successful teacher. So I decided not to go into that.
Right. But I want to know why mental health has always tugged at your heart. Because I'm talking the fact that you always wanted to do this as a young girl, that is not to be trifled with. That is absolutely pure. We know from research that at the age of 9 is when many people begin to see a vision for their life. And many times they retreat back to that when they truly step into their sweet spot. And I'm just curious, where is that longing to help people with mental health? What's driving that? Tell me your why.
I think, I don't know, because I've been in situations where I feel like I could empathize with other people.
Yeah.
I've always felt comfortable with talking to people about what's going on in their life and trying to help them find solutions if they want to.
Yeah.
I just always felt like I had that kind of personality, and I've heard it from other people where, like I've had crises come up or people with panic attacks, and I know what needs to be said to help calm them down, basically.
Yeah, you're good at it, and people recognize it. I want to know what you feel like when you've had moments in your life and you've been able to sit with somebody and effectively be a counselor, whether or not it was official or not, whether or not they exchanged money for that service. I want to know what you felt like moments after they left for you and said, that really helped me. What did it feel like?
It really did feel good. Like, I definitely don't know everything, and
I know.
Obviously, I don't have a degree in it.
Stop.
Like,
You're discounting yourself. Did you hear that voice? The voice of doubt. Right in the moment of great confirmation of how your heart felt, your brain started going, Here's what happened. This is literally what you just said, Amanda, and this is the key as we move forward in the next minute. You just went, it felt great, Ken. It was so great. That was your heart. And then your brain went, well, I know I'm not official, and I know I don't have the degree, and I know I'm blah, 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 blah. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
You know what that is? That's the voice.
Well, I'm assuming you're going to say doubt.
Yeah, it's the voice of doubt. Your doubt, that doubt voice is saying, Amanda, you don't have what it takes to actually get through the degree and do all the things that you've got to do to get there. It's not worth it because you're not good enough to actually help people. That's what doubt's telling you. Am I right or am I wrong?
I think you're right.
I know I'm right. I hear the little bit of emotion in your voice because you're confronting that right now. But see, young Amanda always noticed that the hurting people around you, didn't you?
Yeah.
You noticed them. And then your heart reached out to them. And that is what this is all about. That is why you chose that among the other three. That's the one that your heart's leaning towards. And so I will tell you that I think that, to me, I think that's where you've got to go because it answers the three questions very clearly. What do you do best? What do you love to do? And then what are the results that matter? And the listening and the counseling and the guiding is what you love to do. That's the work that gives you the juice, yes or no?
That's true.
And the results that give you the juice are life transformation, health, mental, emotional health. Am I right or am I wrong?
You're right.
Do you have all the talent necessary to be a really good counselor? Yes or no? Do you have it?
I think you're right.
Yeah, you do. So that, to me, is a sweet spot. So it comes down to, we could go through human resources, but I think you die on the vine. I really do. I think the role that you've got to play every day is the role of counselor, healer, guide. If I were going to pick a word, and I don't care what the word is, but if you were to pick one word to describe what would make you fulfilled in your work, what would the word be? What comes to your mind?
Helping, probably.
Yeah, helper. Okay, great. So is human resources a thing? Is that in your sweet spot? Probably. But is it the ultimate thing? You get to decide. But I think you moving forward and getting that degree and whatever it takes to get there, I think that's what you've got to do. And it may take you 3 to 5 years, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's worth it. It's worth it. And I'm going to be talking about this later in the program, by the way, how to overcome the imposter syndrome. All right. And I just did it for Amanda, but I'll break it down with 4 key things. But Amanda, I would also tell you, there's no reason why you can't be successful in mental health counseling and also flip a few houses over time. And both of those things are wonderful passions, and they feed your soul. So I think it's time for you to get serious about the best way to get that degree. And I can tell you this, it doesn't matter where you get the degree from. Nobody cares. Nobody's going to come into your counseling office and go, hey, before we get started, can I pull that plaque off the wall and just see where you got that degree? So don't get hung up on the most expensive and the most credible. That's all a bunch of hooey. Just get qualified.